Here is Jordan Francis.
Good morning, everybody. So I don't know how I'm going to top the last speech. That was excellent, but I'll do my best. I'm kind of facing my fear of public speaking, but he said start today, so here we are. When it comes to the compassion that we offer and the simplicity of a text message through a HIPAA-compliant text messaging application and things like that, what ends up happening is it makes it easier for both the provider, the organization, and the patient, because the patient gets a quick answer, a friendly voice on the phone. We then take that message, send it over to the provider via the text messaging app. The provider is then able to wake up instead of getting the call right away. They're able to assess the situation, give the patient a call back. We can report all of that. They can actually talk with us over the messaging app, and then from there help the patient out. You'll have reports and all of that, and the patient will be much happier with that experience. If you want to take it a step further than that, then no one likes the lack of sleep. I woke up at 3 in the morning this morning, a little nervous about the speech, to be honest. So I can only imagine how a physician feels in the middle of the night when they get a call. We have nurses on call 24/7 who can triage those callers instead of waking your provider up who's already worked a 12-hour day. We follow the Barton Schmidt and Dave Thompson protocols, which is the gold standard in triage protocols. And it really helps the physicians maintain a happy work-life balance. So when they get home, they're off, and then all those calls that come through go to an answering service agent first. We screen that call to ensure that it is indeed a medical necessity. So it's not someone calling in at 6 o'clock trying to schedule an appointment, which we could do. We can also extend the hours of your current operation when it comes to scheduling, but we ensure that it is definitely a call that proceeds to is a medical necessity, and then we triage the call from there. And then at that point, you'll get a nurse triage report in the morning. We can put it directly into the EHR, either task it to the doctor, and we can also schedule an appointment directly on that call for the next day if it's an urgent matter. So, encompassing all of those, and then we'll also talk further. I know we have a speech coming up about our new appointment reminder solution, so I'm not going to go into that too far, but I want to know, does anybody have any questions so far?
And some of the things that Jordan discussed, for example, the ability to task directly into your EHR. That's a component that may seem small, but it closes the loop. Because right now there are other triage providers out there that are taking the information, and then you're getting a message report the next day, and then somebody internally will have to take that encounter and put it into the EHR. Same goes for if the triage guideline says that you need to schedule an appointment for that patient and they're not in the electronic health record. What happens is you're telling the patient, okay, you need to call back and schedule an appointment. Now, if a patient is feeling better the next day, they're not going to call back to schedule that appointment. Whereas with our solution, the nurse is going to schedule that patient appointment, and that patient's going to go to that appointment because it was scheduled at that time. Everyone in today's world, they want what they want, and they want it now. So if you're giving them something at the time that they have the issue, like scheduling an appointment, you're now closing the loop on care, as well as you're generating revenue from the expense of the triage call. So that triage call that we just handled is now something that produced revenue for the organization. So with nurse triage, it's one of those solutions that it does provide a healthy work-life balance for the provider, but also it takes an expense of answering service after hours and now creates something that is going to produce revenue. And the secure messaging and some of the other components, we're going to go into more detail on those things. We have Patty and Gary from Amtelco OneCall. They support our HIPAA compliant text messaging, so we'll hear from them tomorrow. And as the conference is going on, please feel free to speak with Jordan, myself, Ashley, any member of the team to learn more about what it is we do other than the solution that we're providing for you. So does anyone have any questions for Jordan and I on some of the nurse triage or answering service things that we do? No questions? Okay. All right. Thank you very much.